So I have been posting a photo image of the age of the Earth, which scientists claim it's 4.5 billion years old. The Earth, the planet that you're riding on, flying around in space right now, the 4.5 billion-year-old planet Earth. Okay, so Abraham and Moses and that gang that invented the Judaism, they only got started about 3,000 years ago. They wrote a book claiming that they're God's chosen. And then, of course, Hollywood, everybody knows, is controlled by very wealthy Jews. And for year after year after year after year after year after year after year, they played the movie The Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston. Remember? Yeah, and they've made all these different movies about the Christ and on and on and on and on and on. Now, I want to remind everybody about something here. The Earth, 4.5 billion years old. And Judaism only came on the scene about, 4,700,000,000 and some odd, million years later. I mean, I guess it wasn't all that important to God to create Judaism, right? And he had to wait until the monkeys there in the camel tents could write it down, and had scribes and things like that. Had to wait 4.5 billion, 3,000. Yeah, that's like 4,397,000,000 years later. Yeah. I got a message for all these Milikowski, nitwit, the Yahoo lovers of Zionism that are licking the shit-filled ass crack of Donald Trump and all these other Bolshevik, Zionist, crazy nut jobs in Washington, D.C. that have decided that a war with Iran and supplying vast amounts of weapons to the butcher of Tel Aviv, the monster of Jerusalem, their old nitwit, the Yahoo from Poland. He's Polish, man. Grew up in New York City. He's not from the Levant. He's not Semitic. He's a freaking whack job. That's what Donald Trump's supporting, a whack job. And I guess he's got a big affair with Kim Jong duck shit ping there, North Korea too. He likes duck shit ping there. Kung, whatever the hell his name is there in North Korea. That's one of Donald Trump's pals as well. Now, I don't want to be mean or nothing here, but just the fact that these Judaism, what are they, Mormons, Scientologists, Catholics, just because they invented Judaism, around 3,000 years ago, doesn't mean that it's valid. It just means that, they wrote a book or two, or I guess the Dead Sea Scrolls or something or other, and they made themselves God's chosen. I got a message for all the supporters of Milikowski the Butcher, nitwit the Yahoo, the Polak Bolshevik from New York City, and Donald Trump, because old Donald Trump, that's his big pal, you see. You two people belong in custody and on war crimes charges before the Hague. And I guess Joe Biden's not going to live long enough to stand trial. He got what he deserved, right along with that Lindsey Graham asshole. Sorry, folks. I didn't drink the Mormon Kool-Aid when I lived in Utah either. And the Seventh-day Adventists, well, they're welcome to their delusions, I suppose. And then you got the Catholics, and everybody's got their own version of their own God. You know, God created in man's image. Like, you know, he created all the little female animals by taking a rib from, you know, the male animals. That's how he created female animals. He took a rib from all the female, or he took a rib from all the male animals to create all the female animals. Which, if you stop and think about it, it brings you down to the debate about what a woman is and why men shouldn't play in women's sports. I'm getting paranoid about driving down the highway, man, because there's people out here that still trying to debate what a woman is. I know one thing that a woman is not. A woman is not a Karen. Them Karens are scary, man. They got all the screws loose or something in them Karens. And then there's these MAGA men that are wandering around dragging their knuckles. Yeah, dumbest sons of bitches I've ever seen in my life, them MAGA people. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it right there. Donald Trump, take a flying leap, man. Get the hell off my planet.